Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Carolina Panthers.
This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Colin Kaepernick.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels, you know, get to the linebacker spot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Panthers.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
And technically, you'd still call him a young quarterback in this league, but he's now at that stage of his career where we're about to take the word young and remove it because he's been in this situation before. He's been in the playoffs. Now he wants to advance his team deep and find his way into a Super Bowl. He's ready to take the next step.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. gun, Watson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Scarborough, and he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
4 yards.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they will run it with Michel. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Thought they'd run the football there on 3rd and inches. Decided to try to pass it, and obviously it did not pay off.
Yeah, that is conventional wisdom. You don't have far to go to pick up the first down. I wonder if they overthought it a little bit. Thought maybe they'd catch him napping and get a big play over the top. Instead, the sack occurred.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly. He was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a gain of 9.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Ebron caught left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
At the 47-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. The throw taken in by Sims. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And he'll drop it underneath to White. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Watson on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Watson's pass.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 20.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
On first down, it's Watson. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Xavier Rhodes. Watson's pass intercepted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Miller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Watson over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
At the Bears' 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Marquise Goodwin. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 10-yard line.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it's Michelle once again. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 3 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he's got his man, Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run. This is White. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They stay on the ground with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer.
For the point after.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a gain of 9.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. This is Michel on the counter, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Kaepernick now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Open man here, Sims complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
For Eric Ebron.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. The throw taken in by Sims.
Kaepernick's pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That's good.
Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Bears cut into that lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing now, Watson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Brings up 2nd and
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check nickel. Shift, watch the shift. I got him, on me. 58.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Get ready. Get Mike. Hey, let's get that home. Check. Hey, watch it. Alert 3. 3-6.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.